All right, welcome back to the third and final part of this series on this particular repair, and why I investigate cracks a little farther than just grinding them out. So what ended up happening with this particular craft here is it took an impact right here. The cracks radiated down on the side that I'm facing. It radiates down almost to the seam line. It radiates down. I removed all that material. What I ended up finding was this is a Kevlar constructed kayak. There is a layer of fiberglass on top of that Kevlar. And what had happened was, especially on the keel line, we had a large area that had debonded. Along the cracks, the fiberglass had debonded from the Kevlar. So all of that needed to be removed so that I could build it back up with the same material that I took off, and that is woven fiberglass. So what I have here is 2 layers of woven fiberglass. I used a polyester resin because that's what this boat is made of. Can you use other resin systems? Yes, you can. There's nothing wrong with it as long as you're following the proper procedure for that. But I like to match materials for what I'm working on. So if it's a polyester boat, I'm going to use polyester. If it's a vinyl ester boat, I'm going to use vinyl ester. And if it's epoxy, I'm going to use epoxy. So that way the materials always match the surrounding structure, and there's no, the possibility of any future problems is minimized because of a possible bad combination of materials. So we just match everything here. So what's coming up next for this, I am going to take and I'm going to sand off the edges of this fiberglass to make it smooth. I'm going to apply a brush on a layer of waxed gel coat to seal the surface because this is a laminating resin. It has a little bit of tackiness to it. Sanding it just kind of wastes sandpaper because it clogs it up, and it's not fully cured. So the waxed gel coat will seal it. The wax will rise to the surface, the gel coat will fully harden, the resin below it will achieve full hardness, and then I can fair the surface in and apply the final layer of gel coat once all this is done. If there is any need for filler, I try to minimize the amount of filler that I use on any repair. I'd like to not rely on that. Therefore, we've got the same materials in the repair as the rest of the boat. So minimal amount of filler, if any. We spray on 4 coats of gel coat to achieve proper thickness, wet sand it, buff it out, and it should match the rest of the craft and be indistinguishable from the rest of it, other than the fact it's probably shinier on the kayak because they get beat up pretty bad. So that's it for this. We'll see you around soon.